Hi, I'm Chris Foley, Assistant Vice President and Director of Online Education here at Indiana University. I'd like to take a few minutes to talk about the work that our office does, as well as the network of professionals of staff and faculty across the university who help support online education here at IU. First, let me talk a little bit about the mission that we have here at IU Online, which is to support student-oriented learning and provides access and opportunity to a diverse student body. We provide world-class education and services while supporting data-driven innovation. We strive to support affordable, relevant, and flexible education, and we really appreciate the partners that we have across the university in accomplishing this mission. I do want to emphasize that this is a student-oriented mission, that it is very important that we anchor everything we do in data and research, and we also want to focus on remaining affordable and relevant to those students that we teach. Now, let's talk a little bit about the organization of IU Online. First, let me talk a little bit about the primary offices responsible for coordinating and managing online education at Indiana University. The first office is the office I direct, the Office of Online Education. In addition to that, we have a sibling office within University Academic Affairs called the Office of Collaborative Academic Programs, which is led by my colleague, Assistant Vice President Sharon Calhoun, who also serves as a faculty member at IU Kokomo. Their office provides the direction and coordination of faculty in developing and supporting the delivery of online programs, while the Office of Online Education really serves as an administrative and student services and marketing office for online education. The third group involved in this partnership is E-Learning Design and Services, which is led by Matt Gunkel. His office predominantly works with the technological support as well as the curricular design of helping faculty develop online courses. He reports to Associate Vice President Stacy Maroney, who then reports to Vice President Brad Wheeler in University Technology Services. We have a vast network of colleagues across the university who help deliver online education. And IU Online is really a network that goes across all of the university and encompasses faculty, staff, and students who are involved in supporting online education. I can't list them all today, but I will list some of the primary ones in this presentation so that you know how much we are involved in working with our colleagues across the campus. This includes campus leadership, which would be chancellors and vice chancellors and deans who are very interested in helping support online education and make sure that we represent their needs as well as those of the students and the university administration. We have advisory groups working over marketing, as well as faculty relationships, as well as a primary council that helps us helps provide direction on where we need to go. We have academic deans and departments, of course. We have IU Communications, who helps guide us in the realm of marketing and publication development. We also have shared student services, which helps support us in delivering services to our students, as well as the University Bursar. The model of IU Online is really one built upon collaboration. We could have centralized online education and basically taught everything from a single campus or a single school. Or we could have decentralized it and let campuses compete with each other. We thought that neither one of these would be very effective in helping support our growth and success in online education. What does strategic collaboration really mean, however? In the collaborative academic programs, it means that we try to make sure that we get faculty together who are interested in providing the same type of degree to work together to develop one degree that can be delivered across multiple campuses. Nor do we want to create a centralized service for student services that would then just replace what is already happening on the campuses. So instead, we've chosen to make some partnerships with campuses who want to do online education very well, who already provide these sorts of services, and feel like they can extend them to help the other campuses do the same. And then again, we have the Office of Online Education, the Office of Collaborative Academic Programs, relatively small units when all things are considered, to help facilitate this collaboration. So now, let me talk a little bit about the responsibilities of the Office of Online Education. We really have four primary responsibilities. The first is compliance. Online education is probably one of the most highly regulated forms of higher education in the United States. And as a result, we made the decision at Indiana University to coordinate that compliance at a very central level, to make sure that it didn't have to be replicated across the 7 campuses, and to make sure that they could focus on delivering good coursework and good programs rather than worry about the risks to the university. The second responsibility for our office is to provide support for academic program development. And there are 2 real roles that we play here. The first is to ensure that we don't have duplication without differentiation, which means that we don't want 7 forms of a history degree across all the campuses. Instead, we would like one history degree that can be provided across the 7 campuses and that they can share coursework so that we can be efficient and effective in delivering those degrees. The second responsibility within academic program development is ensuring that we're going to be able to grow enrollment and serve students at the same time. We really want to find degrees that are going to be attractive to students, that are going to meet their needs in the workplace, while at the same time finding adequate numbers of students to sustain those degrees and those programs in future years. These first 2 areas are the most mature for our office. They're the ones that we started with because we believe that they provided a stable foundation of programs who remained in compliance and quality that would best meet the needs of our students. The next 2 responsibilities are really focused on delivering services and marketing that will help us grow online education and provide the levels of services that students of the 21st century expect. Students these days who are looking at online education don't compare us to the normal peers that we think of. They don't think of us in terms of other Research 1 institutions or other educational experiences they've had. They generally think of us in terms of the other online services they consume on a day-to-day basis. Things like Amazon or iTunes or Netflix. This means that they expect convenience. They expect 24/7 service. They expect us not to require them to come to campuses to do things like orientation or to get identification cards. They expect us to be available and to even anticipate their needs. And as a result, we're looking to develop, as our third responsibility, seamless student services. Now again, we do this in a collaborative fashion. We could centralize these services and provide them on a regular basis through just one organization. Instead, what we have chosen to do is to identify across all the campuses good partners who already provide excellent services to their online students and are willing to extend those services to the students of other campuses. We provide the budget and we provide the expectation for this, and at the same time, they provide the expertise and the energy on providing those services. The fourth responsibility of our office is that of marketing and recruitment. We really believe that the IU brand is one that is strong and will bring us to become a leader in the upper Midwest, as well as a very recognized provider of online education across the United States. Now let me take a few minutes to talk a little bit about each one of these responsibilities. First, in the area of compliance, each state has to grant us authorization in order to provide online education to students living within their state. As of the fall, we were doing very well. We had authorization complete in almost every one of the states, as well as we were in the process of completing the authorization in all the remaining states, which means that we were fine to provide online education across the United States. We also have to worry about compliance with the Department of Education, ADA, Veterans Affairs, the Indiana Commission for Higher Education, as well as the Higher Learning Commission. This is a great deal of compliance that we have to manage, and we've done a good job of making sure that our courses and programs meet the expectations of these regulatory bodies. The next steps for our compliance efforts will be to conclude the efforts to be fully authorized in all 50 states, to take a look at ADA compliance, which has found many campuses in the United States under scrutiny for providing accessible online education to students. And then finally, we're looking into international compliance, which really varies from country to country. Some countries have very rigorous compliance regulations, some have none. This can range anywhere from issues regarding authorization to even provide education in their country, to issues of taxation, where they consider the revenue that we generate off of online education as taxable exported revenue. And then finally, with technological barriers, because we've all heard of certain countries not allowing certain types of technology, which we may rely on for providing our education, not working very well in their context. The next area is that of academic program development, which we really do in collaboration with the Office of Collaborative Academic Programs, as I noted earlier in this presentation. Through this process, we are working increasingly to identify those programs which we can develop in that collaborative fashion across multiple campuses. This involves working together with those faculty, supporting a 3 MOA process. MOA means Memorandum of Agreement between the campuses, which includes a first memorandum where the campuses show an interest and a willingness to provide the resources to deliver the education. The second MOA represents the developed curriculum that the faculty develop and want to include in that degree program. And the third MOA is that of the administration signing off on supporting that degree program with all of the financial support necessary to make sure that that would be a success. In addition to that, we also work on the IU Online Class Connect, which is a mechanism that we use to share coursework across campuses so that students enrolled at one campus can easily enroll in courses at another campuses as part of these collaborative degrees. In partnership with the Office of Collaborative Academic Programs, EDS, and IU Communications, we developed a website called teachingonline.iu.edu. This is a resource for faculty who are teaching online that will help them learn new tips and skills, as well as find out more technology and what services might be available to help them become great instructors in the virtual classroom. Finally, through our support of EDS, we have worked to create 180 online classes in collaboration with faculty, and we look forward to growing this number in the upcoming year. As I noted earlier, we look forward to growing the number of online programs available to our students, and as a result, you can see that for spring and fall of 2017, we have many new degrees in the pipeline. This includes everything from a BS in informatics to degrees in applied health science, medical imaging technology, graduate degrees in English, as well as liberal studies. These are all programs that are built on the collaborative model. In addition to that, we have several single campus programs which are in the pipeline and will be delivered at the same time. These are programs that went through the collaborative process, but it was identified that no other campus really either had the ability or interest in sharing the responsibility for those programs. In the area of academic program development, we really have these next steps. We want to grow the number of courses that we are assisting faculty in creating to 300 per year. We also want to support the creation of a platform where we can offer the opportunity for faculty to deliver non-credit or professional development coursework. This will be called Expand, and we hope to have it available in the spring of 2017. And then finally, we want to continue to grow those number of collaborative degrees. We're finding great success in the numbers of students that are enrolling in those degrees, as well as the ability for that success to be shared across all of the campuses of Indiana University. In the area of seamless student services, we really have accomplished quite a bit. The first is we've established a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week call center to help support students who are interested in online education and provide a Tier 1 sort of support for those students who are involved in those programs. We've also developed several partnerships across Indiana University to deliver extra wraparound services to extend those services the campuses already provide to their students, anything from admissions to recruitment all the way to career services, and to adapt those services they already provide to the online student. Those got started in the fall of 2016, and we will be continuing to implement them over the course of the spring. And then finally, we have some technology that we are pulling together. Certain things like a credit transfer service so that students can look up how their credits will transfer to IU degrees. We've implemented Salesforce, a CRM that will help us better track our interactions with students and become more efficient in our recruitment, marketing, and student services. So our next steps for seamless student services are really to continue to implement those we've already identified, to then identify future services that we don't currently provide, but we think that the students would find them helpful. And then finally, to assess the effectiveness of these partnerships and then continue to grow them in the future. In the area of marketing and recruitment, we've really been working on how to leverage the IU brand. It is very important for us to have a single branding campaign so that we don't have to explain the complexity of our university to students who are simply looking for a single degree with a great reputation and excellent content. We've already initiated several campaigns over the last year, and you can see them listed here. And then we are conducting market research for those degrees that are going to be new in future years, so that we not only know whether or not they are sustainable, but we know how best to market them and to get the word out that we have great education here at Indiana University. In addition to these digital marketing campaigns, we've also done print and email campaigns to particular students who would be interested. You can see some of those programs listed here. In addition to that, we've developed promotional materials which are available for our staff when we go out and talk to prospective students, but even more importantly, we make them available to our faculty and staff who are not necessarily associated directly with the Office of Online Education, but who are very interested in talking to students about online education. We do corporate sponsorships, and then we've also made sure that we have presences throughout several other professional organizations, either through geofencing, digital ad campaigns, or direct mailings to memberships. All of this has resulted in 40 million impressions to prospective students and the generation of over 4,000 contacts that we have then shared with the campuses for future recruitment initiatives. So, for our next steps in the area of marketing and recruitment, we really are going to design a new student-facing website. Our current website is great, and it has been very effective in helping us work with students to learn about online education here at IU. However, it's a bit dated, and we certainly know that we want to create a new one. That's going to be on our radar for the spring of 2017. We're also looking to develop a year-round digital marketing campaign to maintain a presence within the digital space so that students can find out about IU online whenever and however they would like to consume it. We're also looking to create individualized marketing campaigns for specific degrees. We know that the more granular we can get in our marketing efforts, the more effective they will be. And while we've done a very good job of introducing IU as an excellent provider of online education, we now need to take it to the next step and let the students know exactly about specific programs as we reach out to them. And then finally, we need to continue to work to expand our collaboration with those admissions offices on the campuses who do a great job of working with individual students to recruit them into their class. Thank you very much for your time. I hope that you found this presentation helpful and that you've learned a little bit about how we are working to improve online education here at Indiana University. If you have any questions, please feel free to send them to our office. You can find out information about how to contact us at our website, online.iu.edu. Thank you very much, and go Hoosiers!